Players practice changing direction while dribbling in this game called Team Tag. Use a half court. The space inside the three-point line is the playing area. Here's how it looks. Divide the group into two teams, one in pennies, and give everyone a ball. One of the teams is it.
The blue team, you guys are gonna be taggers first, okay?
On your call,
ready, go!
They work together to tag as many players as they can in 1 minute. Once they're tagged, players must complete 5 jumping jacks to rejoin the game. Give the it team a point for every tag they make. After a minute, swap roles and challenge the next tagging team to beat their score.
And stop! Okay, so 21 for the blue team. Now we're gonna switch. The black team is now tagging. Go! Here we go, here we go, here we go. Stay inside the three-point line.
Team tag is great for the beginning of practice. It gets players loose and comfortable dribbling and cutting or quickly changing directions. Encourage players to look for open space on the floor that they can dribble towards to avoid getting tagged.
And stop! So I'll bring it in. Great job, great effort. The beauty of that game is you are learning how to dribble with your eyes up, dribble with different hands, change directions without even knowing it. It's awesome.
Players listen closely and explode into a sprint in this fast-paced game we call Mascot Tag. Use a half-court size space. Use the sidelines as goal lines, or create them using 2 cones each. Then, mark the halfway point between the 2 goal lines. Here's how it looks. Divide players into 2 equal teams and line them up facing each other at the middle line. Everyone has a ball. Tell each team to name itself after who they think is the fastest pro basketball team.
So we have the Bucks versus the Raptors.
Then tell your players a story.
So I was walking down the street the other day and I had my dog and his name is Raptor.
The first time you mention a team's name, that team must turn and dribble to the sideline nearest them. The other team immediately tries to chase and tag the opponent standing across from them before they can make it to safety. Players get a point for making it to the sideline safely, or for tagging an opponent before they can get there. Play multiple rounds, encouraging players to accumulate as many points as they can. For more control running while dribbling, remind players that the only part of their hand that should touch the ball are their fingertips. They should pound the ball into the ground, keeping their head up and eyes open to watch where they're going.
1, 2, 3, MOJO!
Players practice moving as a team in this tag game we call Snake. Use a half court. The space inside the three-point line is the playing area. Here's how it looks. Ask for a volunteer to be the snake. Every other player gets a ball.
And go!
On your call, players start dribbling throughout the space as the snake tries to tag them.
Oh, so close.
If they get tagged,
You guys gotta connect.
players must place their ball to the side and join the snake. The more tags, the longer the snake gets. Everyone in the snake can tag. Play until the snake has no one left to tag. Then choose a new volunteer and play again. This game is all about communication and coordination. As the snake gets bigger and bigger, encourage players to talk to each other and set a game plan. Tags won't count if the snake falls apart, so remember to stick together.
Good job. I want to hear your best snake impression. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Practice seeking out open space on the court in this game we call island hopping. Use a half-court size space and use 4 cones to make a rectangular playing area. These are the islands. Here's how it looks. Choose 2 players to be pirates and send them to the middle. Give the rest of the players balls and space them out among the 4 islands.
Are you ready? Go!
On your call, they start dribbling from cone to cone while the pirates try to tag them. Tags only count when players are between cones. The islands are safe. When a player gets tagged, they set their ball to the side and become a pirate.
You gotta go! Get off your island! Got him! We got another pirate!
Play until everyone has been caught, then pick 2 new pirates, and start again. Island hopping takes most tag games to the next level, pushing players to choose where they want to go and how to get there. In the actual game, ball handlers use quick decision-making to choose where to go on the court to protect the ball and help the team score.
We got 2 left. Oh, we got a winner! Good job, Ryan.
Players practice navigating the court with the ball in this game we call Gates Dribbling. Use a half-court size space, then randomly place gates throughout the area using cones. You'll need about twice as many gates as you have players. Here's how it looks. Give everyone a ball and have them spread out throughout the space. On your call,
Set, go. Count your gates. Let's go. Let's dribble through the gates.
they have 1 minute to dribble through as many gates as they can. Once time is up,
Everybody freeze.
ask players how many gates they made it through,
17, 15, 19.
then challenge them to beat their score in the next round.
Go.
Once they get through one gate, players will need to quickly change directions to make it through another. Remind players to keep their dribbles low and controlled so they can explode towards the next gate as quickly as possible. And of course, they'll only be able to see the next gate if they keep their heads up and their eyes forward. Players develop better shooting form in this game called Spelling Bee. Use a half court. If your team isn't ready for a 10-foot hoop yet, use a portable one. Divide players into groups of 3 or 4 and place them in lines 10 feet from the basket. The first player in each line has a ball. Here's how it looks. Ask players to choose a winning word. Make sure the word is one your players can spell at their age level.
So we're gonna spell energy. Ready, set, go.
The first player in each line takes a shot and gets their rebound before dribbling back and passing to the next player in line. When a player makes a shot, their group shouts out one letter of the winning word.
E.
The first team to spell the word wins the round.
You guys are on R, we're tied.
Some players might get so excited about spelling that they forget proper shooting technique. Remember to demonstrate it for them. Balanced feet, eyes on the basket, elbow tucked in with the full follow-through and wrist snap. Remember to keep that shooting arm held up in the air like they're sticking their hand in the cookie jar on the top shelf.
G, these guys have G, they need one more.
Before long, they'll have perfect FORM.
E-N-E-R-G-Y, energy!
Yeah, good job, you guys.
Don't burn your toe off in this game that helps players pass with precision. It's time for the floor is lava. Use a half-court size space. Uh-oh, it's made of lava. Scatter cones randomly throughout, spaced about 5 feet apart. These are the islands. Here's how it looks. Divide the group into pairs and give each one a ball. On your call,
Go.
pairs take turns passing to their partner and catching the ball. But they can only do so while standing at an island. No dribbling allowed here. It's too hot. Once a player passes to their partner, they must run to an open island to receive the next pass. Pairs repeat this pattern, keeping track of how many passes they can make before time is up.
3, 2, 1, freeze.
Play short rounds, about a minute long. Then, challenge pairs to make at least one more pass in the next round. Remind players to use proper passing form, using both hands to push the ball toward the target, taking a step forward in that direction and following through with both arms.
Good job, bring it on in. 1, 2, 3.
Circle up and practice dribbling fundamentals in this game we call Globetrotters. Use a half-court size space. Then, make a large circle using one cone per player. Here's how it looks. Give every player a ball and send them each to a cone. On your call, players start dribbling around the circle. When you call out a move, they must repeat it as they move from cone to cone.
Good, we have right-hand pound dribbles, right-hand pound dribbles.
Moves can include low dribbles, high dribbles, figure eights, crossovers, or using their non-dominant hand. Choose a different move, such as jumping jacks, that they must do each time they reach a cone.
And we're gonna go passing figure eights once you've done your 10.
No matter how challenging each move is, players should still use proper form. Remind players to use low, small dribbles, using only their fingertips to keep the ball in control.
MOJO!
No hoop, no problem. In this small-sided game of basketball without a basket, this is hit the cone. Use a half-court size space and use 4 cones to make a rectangular playing area. Then, place a cone at each end. Here's how it looks. Divide players into 2 teams of 3, 4, or 5 each. On your call, teams scrimmage. With a twist, there are no hoops.
Good, good. That's 1 point.
The team on offense tries to use the ball to knock over their cone and score a point. If the defense gets a stop, they become offense and try to score on the opposite end. After one team scores, the other team gets the ball on the next play. Play short rounds, about a minute long, and keep score. Without a hoop, teams can forget about shooting and focus on ball movement and working together. The more they move the ball, the easier it will be to find the open shot and hit the cone.
Ah, we got a point. Good job.
Players practice dribbling in this game we call Ducktails. Use a half court. The space inside the three-point line is the playing area. Here's how it looks. Everyone gets a ball and a penny. Only, instead of wearing them, we're tucking them in our waists like a tail. On your call,
Let's go, Ducktails, go! You can quack as much as you want.
players start dribbling around the space, trying to pull as many tails as they can. When the player loses their penny, they're still in the game and continue trying to replace their tail and add more. Play short rounds, about a minute long.
2, 1, stop!
Whoever has the most tails tucked in their waist when time is up, wins. Don't be surprised if players reach for shirts and shorts accidentally. Just remind them to try their best to grab the penny. Beginners will want to look down at the ball as they dribble. Remind players to keep their heads up and their eyes forward. It will help them see all the ducks here and maintain court awareness in the actual game.
1, 2, 3, quack, 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 quack!